Hey, welcome to the channel again. Today we're going to be discussing the games that happened last night in the Premier League, and I'll give you thoughts on each of 3 or 4 games that happened last night in the Premier League and see what your responses are to this. Let's start off with Man City v Nottingham. Man City at last have got their game back intact, it seems. 3-0 up against Nottingham Forest. However, they were lucky that Forest didn't get a couple of goals as well. I mean, Woods, Mr. Sitter, he just was ahead of all the defence and everything else, and he couldn't put it past the goalkeeper. He should have put it straight in the net. Forest should have been in the lead before also City got their first goal. But in the end, because of City's extra quality, they came up trumps. And with people like Doku scoring and obviously Kevin De Bruyne, Forest in the end relinquished any hope of winning that game. So in the end, City got their just deserves and took it away at home. Then let's go on to the next game, Arsenal v Man United. Now, I thought beforehand that this might be a very tight game and maybe a 1-1 draw or 0-0, but as it turned out to end up being 2-0 to Arsenal. It was, as I thought it was going to be, a very tight game. And for the first half, Arsenal weren't really making inroads because Amaron had obviously been watching the games they played before and marked up on the front people like Saka, Havertz and Martinelli. Even though Martinelli had a very early goal disallowed, it just wasn't to be the attackers' night for Arsenal. And however, when you got people like a midfield like Odegaard, Thomas Partey, and also Declan Rice in the midfield, they really bossed it at home. And the second half, they really came good. I mean, Declan Rice put some excellent crosses into the from the corners into the box, which Man United just couldn't defend against. That's where you can see the class is totally different between the two teams. Timber is something else. He's an excellent player, and he got his just deserved by getting a goal. And then Saliba as well, off the side again from another corner, or was it free kick? Actually, I think it's a free kick, and got the second goal. Kivior played very well at the back as well, whereas Gabriel was off for this match because obviously tending to a head injury. And you had also Zinchenko playing in there. Trossard came on for Martinelli as well. So they all had their game part to play again. However, it was a very strong result for Arsenal against the Man United team, which are starting to play well. Raya made an excellent save as well from Delight. It was definitely going goal bound. So the team are very steady at the moment. However, they got to just keep on doing it. They got Fulham at the weekend, and they've got to be as good, if not better, away at Fulham, because Fulham are always a thorn in their side. And of course, they got all the old Arsenal players they're playing, like Reece Nelson, Smith Rowe, Iwobi, all those Arsenal players who obviously want to make a point against the Arsenal team when they go to the Cottage. So I think that will be a hard game for Arsenal as well. I think they'll probably win that 2-1 if they carry on playing the way they do. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, good win for Arsenal against Man United at home. And then let's go on to the Chelsea game. Chelsea absolutely hammered Southampton 5-1. They were just all over them. I mean, Southampton are going to go down, but they're just definitely going to get relegated. They just can't seem to defend well. However, again, they were unlucky to have one of their players taken off for foul play, apparently pulling Correga's hair. I mean, how that was deemed to be dangerous play, I do not know. But he was sent off a red card. But their defending was atrocious. Especially when you got playing against a good team like Chelsea. They've got some very talented team. Palmer scoring, of course, and also some of the other main players in their team putting the balls in the goal. So all in all, Chelsea are up there with Arsenal, and they look like they can contend with Arsenal against the likes of Liverpool. That brings us on to the Liverpool match. Now, Liverpool had a very hard game against Newcastle. They looked like they were going to just going to nick it 3-2, but in the end, Newcastle pulled one back to make it 3-all. It's good news also for Arsenal. They've dropped 2 points, but again, Mohamed Salah is on fire for Liverpool. He's just outstanding this season. He's back to his best, and Virgil van Dijk's also playing very well. But proves how good the Newcastle team are, that they can play so well against a very good Liverpool side and claw back the deficit that they were against Liverpool when they're playing at St James's. So at home, of course, that is St James's Road, their home. So all in all, well deserved for Newcastle. Good news for Arsenal. Liverpool have dropped 2 points, but again, it was a very, very good game, very entertaining, as you would expect for a 3-all game. So yeah, all in all, going into the next match, we shall see. I mean, Arsenal have clawed 2 points back against Liverpool, so has Chelsea, and City won today, so they are again starting their march. Let's see how the next few games goes coming up to the Christmas period. Anyway, please let me know your thoughts and subscribe to this channel and like this video.